Today I'm reviewing the 1MORE Sonoflow SE HQ31 Bluetooth headphones. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews, and the Sonoflow SE HQ31, I say HQ31 because there are two versions of this headphone. I believe this is the most recent one. Now, these headphones are coming in at a price of $49 US. Yeah, $49 US. So we're definitely in that budget segment, but don't let the price fool you because these have got some serious features and serious audio. So let's start with some of those features. First of all, we've got LDAC support. The driver inside is a 40mm titanium coated dynamic driver. We've got active noise cancelling, hybrid active noise cancelling with transparency mode and normal mode. But one of the most impressive things about these headphones is the battery life, which is pretty impressive. So you're looking at up to 60 hours of playback with the active noise cancelling on, and up to 90 hours with ANC off. That is crazy good. Not only that, but these support fast charging too, so just 5 minutes gives you up to 5 hours of playtime, so you'll never have to worry about the battery life with these. Let's have a quick look at the build. It's an all plastic build, of course. You remember, we're only talking $49. $50 for Bluetooth headphones with active noise cancelling is already crazy. But look, the ear cups rotate 90 degrees. They've got clear left and right markings on the inside. Plenty of adjustment available there, so they can fit all shapes and sizes of domes out there. They also fold, so they're nice and compact. You can fit them in a little bag or whatever. Easy to carry around. They don't come with a case in the box, just the USB cable. And by the way, you can use these headphones wired with the included USB cable if you plug it into your laptop or smartphone. So overall, the build quality looks and feels really solid for a super budget headphone. They're not too heavy, they're reasonably lightweight. I personally find these quite comfortable, although the clamp force is perhaps a little tight, but I have a reasonably small head, so it doesn't bother me. So let's talk about the ANC for a moment, which is actually surprisingly good. It works really well. Every time I think about a certain feature and how it sounds or works, I think about that in the context of the price. And with these, each time I'm just like, wow. So the ANC does work quite well. It can pretty much entirely eliminate the sound from my air conditioner and the fans in my PC. It's also really effective at cutting out engine noise if you're in a plane or a car. Well, I haven't taken these on a plane, but I might one day. And the transparency mode on these, I would say it's class leading. It's probably the best actually that I've heard in any Bluetooth headphone for under $100. The transparency or ambient mode, it works really well. Not only can you hear your environment and things around you, but it doesn't sound artificial like most budget headphones do. So you can actually keep these on your ears and have a conversation with people, no worries at all. I was even forgot that I had them on my head yesterday, and I watched a couple of YouTube videos for about 30 minutes before I realized, oh, I've still got the headphones on. These work with the 1MORE phone app, and I'll give you a quick rundown of it here. So you can see the HQ31 is connected there in the app. In the listening modes, that's basically your 3 active noise cancelling modes, off, on, and transparent. And then you've got the sound options, which gives you your preset EQs, 12 in total. They're all reasonably good. I found that studio bass reducer and voice enhancement were the ones that I liked the best. But there's also a 10-band custom EQ that you can use. I liked it with just a little bit of reduction in the presence region there to reduce some of the mid-range shoutiness, which I'll get to in a minute. Then you've got in here spatial audio. It just widens the soundstage a bit. It actually works quite well. It doesn't deteriorate the audio quality too much. Then you've got a low latency gaming mode and your high definition or LDAC mode, which by the way needs to be enabled in the app, and then you have to go to your phone settings as well and enable LDAC in there. And then your other settings, you got a smart burn-in, which is something I haven't seen before. You can do an over-the-air firmware update, which is really convenient. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the app, but it works well. It's simple, but it doesn't seem buggy at all. It hasn't crashed on me or anything. So let's talk about the call quality and the microphones real quick. Yeah, microphone and the call quality seems great. I will give you an example of the microphone here. By 6000 BC, Greater Australia is no more. 1/7 of its land, about 2.5 million square kilometres, has been drowned by the sea. Tasmania, once a southern peninsula, is now an island whose Aborigines have lost all contact with those on the mainland. I didn't encounter any lag or sync issues while gaming or watching videos with these headphones, so that low latency mode works really well. But let's get into the sound now. While these are unlikely to amaze hardcore audiophiles, but I think regular consumers are going to be more than happy with the Sonoflow SE's audio quality, because these do sound legitimately pretty darn good. It is a warm sound signature, as you would expect from budget Bluetooth headphones, but so we've got a nice boosted bass, we've got a lifted upper mid-range which pushes vocals forward in the mix. Most of the built-in EQ presets, like I mentioned, are quite well tuned. And like I said, I found in some sound profiles the upper mid-range can be a little bit shouty, but I ended up using a custom EQ just to knock down that presence region a bit, and then all was good. There's no shortage of bass here. It's punchy, it's weighty, and it's got plenty of impact, and you can easily dial it up or down using those EQs. And whether you're after extra slam or a cleaner, more transparent low end, the driver in here responds well to adjustments, so it's easy to find a profile that fits your preferences. Furthermore, the sound quality is consistent across all ANC modes, which is a nice bonus, especially at this price point. Like some Bluetooth headphones, when you turn the ANC on and off, you'll hear a distinctly different sound coming out of them, but with these it remains pretty much unchanged, which is excellent. I like the vocal presentation on these headphones. During my testing, caught myself plenty of times just belting along doing some really bad singing with some of my favorite tunes. And for me, that's one of the best signs of a good earphone. If you're just enjoying, if you're just jamming with the music, you're singing along, that generally means they're pretty good in terms of tuning. Whether they're high fidelity or super detailed or not, it's all about, in the end, how you relate to the music, in my opinion. But let's do a quick comparison here, and I'm going to pull in the SoundPeats Space for a moment. Now, the Space is a bit more expensive, about 60% more expensive. So these are like $79, I believe, or they were when I reviewed them. Whereas the Sonoflow SE, $49. So looking at around $30 more for the SoundPeats Space. The Space has a leaner sound profile, less bass impact. It's not as full in the mid-range, not as full-bodied. But it does have a slightly larger and wider soundstage. I'd say in terms of resolution and detail retrieval, they're actually pretty similar. They're on par with each other. The Space here has got even better battery life, believe it or not. So this one does up to 123 hours with ANC off versus 90 hours on the 1MORE, which is still outrageously good. The SoundPeats is slightly lighter. It's a bit lighter. It doesn't feel quite as robust as the Sonoflow SE, but yeah, they're probably pretty similar in terms of durability. when it comes to comfort, I think the space is just a little bit more comfortable because it's lighter, and on top of that, it has less clamp force. So they are both great headphones. The space obviously is better if you want the absolute best battery life, and if you're averse to sort of tighter clamping, then these would be for you. Otherwise, you can save a bit of money and just get the Sonoflow SE here, and you won't really be missing out on much in terms of audio quality. So to wrap things up, I think these are great headphones for like $50. I mean, that's outrageously good considering the features, the build quality, the audio quality, how good the ANC works, especially the transparency mode. You got your preset and custom EQ modes, reasonably pretty comfortable, and they just work, man, and that battery life is unbelievable. So obviously I'm going to, hey, get back in here. I wonder how long he's been out of the shot. So obviously I'm going to give these my full recommendation. I think they're just outstanding value for money. If you want really high fidelity, super detailed headphones, well, you're probably going to have to spend more than $50. In fact, you're probably going to have to spend more than $100. But I'm going to wrap it up there. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Par Family Audiophile style. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button before you go. And until next time, I'll see you later.